Okay, welcome back. Today I have a beer from Muskoka Brewery located in Bracebridge, Ontario, Canada. And this one happens to be called Detour. And it's a little on the lighter side, 4.3% alcohol per volume. Let's get into her. Probably a little lighter. Not quite as colorful as the leaves in October in the fall in the Muskoka area, but just like that. Looking good. Can smell it already. It's like fall leaves. Oh, a little stronger than a little more hoppy than I thought it would be, but still not bad at all. And speaking of a detour, this rich gentleman driving through the city in his limo, sitting in the back seat, and the limo has to take a detour due to construction. So he's on roads he hasn't seen before. As they're touring around, he sees this homeless fella, and he's holding up a sign, and the sign says, "Need a job. Will work for money." So, guy's thinking I haven't done a good deed for a while. He tells his limo driver to pull over, and he goes up and he talks to this homeless guy, and he says, "Hey, like, really, you really need a job?" Like, the guy's like, "Yeah, man, I'm down on my luck. I've some hard times right now, and could really use a job." So the rich guy's like, "Well, I have a yacht, and I'm looking for help on my yacht. So if you're serious, I can hook you up." The guy's like, "Oh man," he's so appreciative, and he's like, "Yeah, okay." So he gets him out on this yacht. He's just doing, menial tasks like, just doing some cleaning and a little bit of, general maintenance and stuff. And it's been a week and everything's going fine. And homeless guy comes up to the boss one day and he says, "Hey, he said, I've been on this yacht for a week." He said, "I really appreciate the job and everything's going great." He said, "I noticed you have this huge pool." He said, "Do you mind if I take a swim once in a while?" The guy's like, "Oh, by all means, you've been doing a great job. Reward yourself. Take a swim, whatever. There's a diving board. Do some dives, whatever you want." So the homeless guy's like, "Oh, that's great. That's great." So it wasn't much longer. The rich guy looks over and here's this homeless guy, and he's doing dives off this diving board that he's never seen before. He's doing backflips and twists and all kinds of pikes and rip entries. The guy's an amazing diver. So the rich guy goes up to him and says, "Hey," I noticed you're a really good diver. Like, what's the story there?" He goes, "Oh, well, before I was homeless, before I came on hard times, I was actually on the Olympic diving team. And, things are great, but, things haven't gone my way lately." So the rich guy says, "You know what? I got some friends coming on the boat next week." Says, "Maybe, could you do some fancy dives for them, like put on a show?" And the homeless guy, "Sure, that'd be great. I wouldn't mind that at all." So he puts on this diving show, and everybody's impressed. And the owner of the yacht's like, "I got some more expensive clients coming next week." He said, "Maybe I can get the diving board higher. You could do some higher dives. Like, can you do that?" And the homeless guy's like, "Oh yeah, for sure. I could definitely help you out with that. Put on a show." So this goes on and on over time. Like, the rich guy just keeps making the diving board higher and higher. Eventually, the diving board's so high you can barely see the guy up there, but he keeps doing these dives. Let's get some new clients on the boat, and one day the diving board's so high up there, the homeless guy takes a dive, does an amazing display of twists and turns, and makes a rip entry into the pool, and he goes right through the bottom of the pool, and then he goes right through the bottom of the boat. And the rich guy's like, "Oh man, we've made the diving board too high. This is awful." He looks over the side of the boat. Here's the homeless guy climbing up the ladder. He's like, "Oh my God, that's amazing." He said, I thought you were died. Like, you went through the bottom of the boat. Like, how do you even survive something like that?" And the homeless guy says, "Well, maybe you've forgotten. I've been through many hardships." Beer and a joke.